Welcome to Think Maths. So we are in Chapter 2, Polynomials. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. So what are zeros? So zeros are nothing but if we substitute some values for x, we should get the value of the polynomial equal to 0. So they are called zeros of the polynomial. Coefficients are nothing but so the value before the variable, that is the coefficient of x square is 2, coefficient of x is minus 8 and 6 is the constant term. So we have to find the relationship between those zeros and coefficients. So before that we have to factorize this polynomial. Okay. So before factorizing we have to find the two terms. The two terms should satisfy that sum of the terms should be minus x and product of the terms should be 2x square into 6, that is 12x square. We have to find the two terms such that it satisfies this condition. Okay. So that is sum of the terms should be minus 8x and product of two terms should be 6 into 2x square, that is 12x square. So those two terms will be minus 6x and minus 2x, because if we add these two terms minus 6x plus minus 2x, it will be minus 8x. So if you multiply this, minus 6 into minus 2 will be 12. X into x will be x square. So the answer is 12x square. So these are the two terms. So we can factorize this. Okay. So now we are going to factorize this. So 2x square minus this 8x can be written as minus 6x minus 2x. Okay. Plus 6. So from the first two terms we can take 2x outside. So the remaining will be x minus 2x is taken outside. So 1. X minus 1. Here in the second half you can take minus 6 outside. The remaining will be x. Here I took minus outside. So in order to get plus, we have to put a minus sign because minus into minus is plus. So minus 1. Okay. So here x minus 1 is common. So it is taken outside. The remaining will be 2x minus 6. So in the first term, that is in the first bracket, 2 is common. So 2 can be taken outside. The remaining will be x minus 3. Okay. So x minus 1 into x minus 1. So if p of x is 0, then x minus 3 equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if any one term is 0, we get p of x equal to 0. Suppose if x minus 3 is equal to 0, then it indicates x is equal to 3. So x minus 1 is equal to 0 indicates x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1 are the zeros of this polynomial. So now we have to find the sum of the zeros. So sum of the zeros is nothing but 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. So this 4 can be written using this coefficients. Okay. So here I am using the coefficient of x. That is, here it is minus 8. But the value is positive. So I am adding one minus. So minus into minus 8 divided by, if I divide by 2, that is the coefficient of x square. If we divide by 2, we will get the answer as 4. So this can be written as minus coefficient of x. 8 is not, minus 8 is nothing but coefficient of x. So minus coefficient of x divided by 2 is nothing but coefficient of x square. So divided by coefficient of x square. So sum of the zeros is nothing but minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So in the same way, product of zeros is nothing but 3 into 1. So zeros are 3 and 1. So their product is 3. So this 3 can be written using the constant term. Okay. 6 divided by 2 is 3. That is 6 by 2. 6 is nothing but the constant term divided by 2 is nothing but the coefficient of x square. So product of zeros is nothing but constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So this is the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. So in the same way, we can use this for another problem. So there is a polynomial 3x square plus 5x minus 2. So here the same way sum of the terms should be 5x and product of the term should be minus 6x square, because minus 2 into 3x square is minus 6x square. Okay. So the two terms will be, here sum should be positive. So I take plus 6x and minus x. Okay, so if you add this, 6x minus x is 5x. If you multiply this, minus 6x square. So these are the two terms used to factorize. So we can factorize this 3x square. This 5x can be written as 6x minus x minus 2. So which is equal to, here 3x is taken outside. The remaining will be x plus 2. So here I take minus 1 outside. So as I took minus 1, in the brackets there will be x plus 2. So I am going to take x plus 2 as a common term. X plus 2. So the remaining will be 3x. So 3x, in the second term it is minus 1. 3x minus 1. So in order to get p of x equal to 0, either x plus 2 should be equal to 0 or 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 2. If 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 1 by 3, because 3x equal to, if minus 1 goes to RHS, then 3x will be equal to plus 1. Then x is equal to 1 by 3. So when x is equal to minus 2 and when x is equal to 1 by 3, we get p of x equal to 0. So what are sum of the zeros? That is minus 2 plus 1 by 3. Okay, I do the calculation here. Minus 2 plus 1 by 3. So 3 is taken as LCM. So I take multiply here. Minus 2 into 3 is minus 6 plus 1. So minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5 divided by 3. Okay. So the answer is minus 5 divided by 3. So minus 5. This 5 is nothing but the coefficient of x. So minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. So this 3 is nothing but coefficient of x square. Product of zeros. Minus 2 into 1 by 3. So this is nothing but minus 2 divided by 3. So minus 2. So minus 2 is nothing but constant term. So constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. So these are the relationship between zeros and coefficient of x. So we are going to define this in general form. So that is, we are going to take the roots as alpha and beta. Okay. So we got two roots here. So those two roots are in general. We are going to take it as alpha and beta. So if alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, this is the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. Here a is not equal to 0. Then if this alpha and beta are the zeros, then x minus alpha and x minus beta will be the factors. Okay. So then ax square plus bx plus 3 can be written as some value, any value for k, that is 2, 3, like that. So k into x minus alpha into x minus beta. So if you multiply this term, you will get x in. So I am going to multiply first by x. So x into x is x square minus alpha into x is alpha x. So next I am going to multiply by minus beta. So minus beta into x is minus beta x, minus alpha into minus beta is plus alpha beta. Okay. So in the next step, k into x square, this minus is taken outside. There will be alpha plus beta inside. X is written here. So minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So k is multiplied throughout the equation. Now we are going to compare the coefficient of x square, x and constant term. So if we compare that, then k will be equal to a and minus k into alpha plus beta will be equal to b and k into alpha beta will be equal to c. So a is equal to k, b is equal to minus k into alpha plus beta and c is equal to k into alpha beta. Now we have to find the sum of the zeros. So here we define the zeros as alpha and beta. So their sum is alpha plus beta. So from this term, we can find the alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta will be equal to, here negative sign is here. So this k will come down. So minus b divided by k. So minus b divided by k is nothing but a. So minus b by a. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b divided by a. So in the same way, alpha beta. So alpha beta is equal to, this k will come down in LHS. So c by k, which is equal to c divided by k is nothing but a. So c divided by a. So minus b, when alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, that is nothing but, b is nothing but coefficient of x. So b is nothing but coefficient of x divided by a is nothing but coefficient of x square. So in the same way, product of term, product of zeros, alpha beta is nothing but c by a. C is nothing but constant term. Constant term divided by a is nothing but coefficient of x square. Okay. So if you have to find the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros, you can find it directly using this relationship. So okay friends, can you understand? So this is for this session. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, just share, like and subscribe and hit the bell button so that you get the notification whenever I upload my videos. Thank you. Thank you for your support.